Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of the Two Brown Dudes Comics podcast. It feels like it's been a while since we've done this because it has.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both were sick
Yeah.
for a while. We were out of commission. But we're back. So apologies for the late episode release. I think we're only 2 days late. It's fine.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But I hope you guys have been having a good time. We're gonna get right into it. We're good collector's corner. I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, you wrote jack shit.
Yeah,
you don't have to change it. You did write jack shit.
Yeah, I got jack shit over the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you pick up anything?
I just got like just your stuff you would get like every week. A couple variants here and there. There's a really cool Ryan Otley Hulk variant that I got.
Oh, nice.
That's on the page. It's pretty cool. It's like a character sketch thing.
Okay.
Like a character profile, but.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's quite a few comics in my box over at New World.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been there in like 2 weeks. So.
Yeah. So. I don't know, just the normal stuff, nothing crazy this time.
Okay. Yes. Well,
Shit,
I got nothing.
shit gets expensive. Like,
yeah, it does. I had to take a break. It's the holidays. You got to buy gifts for everyone and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I got nothing either.
So.
But we're gonna go a little different. We're still gonna talk about. We read 2 books, Black Hammer and Old Man Hawkeye, but we're gonna go into some other topics after that. Kind of keep it a little more chill this time around.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a discussion, but we'll jump right into Black Hammer, which came out in July of 2016. It's by Dark Horse Comics.
Yep. So the summary goes like this: 10 years ago, Black Hammer and 6 other superheroes had saved Spiral City from the anti-god, but in the process became trapped in Rockwood, a timeless Twilight Zone-ish town. Shortly after the heroes arrived, Black Hammer died while trying to escape. In the present, the 6 heroes live on Black Hammer Farm with very little hope of ever escaping Rockwood.
Yeah, and it was written by Jeff Lemire, and he did like the Nobody, Sweet Tooth, Animal Man, Green Arrow, Moon Knight, Justice League Dark, illustrated by Dean Ormston, Judge Dredd, Harkin Burr, and then Lucifer, or his kind of what he's known for.
Mm-hmm.
He got a couple Eisner Awards: Best New Series, Best Lettering, Best Coloring, as well as a Ringo Award for Best Series, and then a Tripwires Award for Best Collection.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you want to go through the characters?
Yeah, we've got. There's Abraham. He's the leader. He's old, obviously. Yeah. You've got Gale. And right off the bat, I was like, this is like a Shazam character, basically.
Yeah.
So, she can say a word and she can transform, but she's stuck in child form. You got Barbalian.
Yeah.
Barbie is what they call him.
Barbalian, yeah.
He's a Martian overlord, would you say?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they call them in the book, but they never.
Yeah, because he doesn't act like an overlord.
Yeah, he's a Martian, but
and
they call him Martian Overlord.
You got Walkie Talkie. He's a robot dude, literally.
Super. Yeah, he's an intelligent robot form. Thing.
And then Colonel Weird.
Yeah.
Who's a space guy that has lost his mind. Who's pretty much just Adam Strange.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Barbalian is Martian Manhunter, basically. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we can get right into it. Right off the bat, I wouldn't recommend this to a beginner necessarily.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
It's not that it's bad. It's just that when you've got something like Watchmen already out there, it's just kind of hard to be like, read this over that.
Yeah.
Watchmen is a key.
Definitely.
Watchmen is more than comics. Watchmen is like the it book. Right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So,
I was a little confused starting out, whenever they started.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, that clears up.
It just starts off kind of,
but
not necessarily running, but like at a jog. Right?
Yeah. And, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, if you're a beginner, I feel like this may even shy you away from comics if it's like one of your first ones, possibly.
But at this point, if you've been listening to us, you've read some other stuff. Yeah. So basically, they're trapped in this town, and their identities, for the most part, are pretty much hidden still.
Yeah.
And so it just kind of goes through what their life is like. Because the little girl, she's actually
she's like 70s or something like that. And every time she says that word before, she would transform back into the little girl. And now she's just stuck in that form.
Yeah. And so her life sucks because she has, she calls Abraham grandpa. She has to in public.
Yeah.
But, and as the comic goes on, she gets more and more frustrated, and she gets tired of being treated like a kid because she's not.
Yeah.
She's not 6 or 7 or whatever.
Yeah,
She's
however
like
old
8
she
or
is.
9,
Yeah, she's something like that. And then like Abraham is just trying to kind of make a life where they're at, and
yeah, which is a little bit. I mean, it's easier for him because he just looks normal.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have anything that's
exactly.
crazy. Barbalian, again, he's like Martian Manhunter, so he can change his form and look like a human.
Yep.
And life is okay for him, but it's not.
It's not ideal.
Yeah, exactly. And then Walkie Talkie, he's a fucking robot.
Yeah, so he's just like he's just doing robot things.
Yeah, so it kind of goes through the first couple of issues. Each one just kind of goes into detail about each
character. Yeah,
and so it's interesting. It's one of those things that probably gets way better as you go along.
I think so.
But you've really got to kind of just,
I feel like there's parts you're gonna have to tough out.
Yeah, exactly.
When reading it,
and like I said, had I never read Watchmen before, this would be like an amazing thing, right?
Yeah.
But
I have to agree.
If you're basing them, side by side, you're gonna go Watchmen.
Yeah, I think so.
So, but Watchmen is its own thing. This one's not nearly as dark, but it does have like that kind of feel. Like, what would it be like to be a superhero after everything's over with?
Yeah, exactly.
So, over with at least for now. There's obviously more stuff coming, but
yeah.
It's not a bad book at all. It's just like I said, it's kind of hard to because there's been plenty of books like that have done
exactly.
post.
So it's hard to stand out with so much already in there.
Yeah,
with stuff like this. But I mean, check it out if you want. Like we said, if you've read Watchmen, you probably won't like it as much.
Yeah,
definitely not a beginner comic, like we said.
Yeah, and I don't know. Because I love Jeff as a writer. I just don't know that I like the characters in that I don't know how original they are.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
because I love his other work,
right?
But this one just
but these are clearly just doppelgangers essentially.
Yeah.
So Abraham would probably be closer to like Captain America, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, he is.
He pretty much is. Yeah,
he got his powers from
Yeah.
Well, he just got his from like working out a lot.
I think so. Yeah,
but it was still a government project.
Yeah, he was like a super skinny kid.
Yeah, and he tried out for the the Army, Marines, all of it.
And then he like trained and did some other stuff and got his powers.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then Gale, without giving it away, she meets the old wizard, just like
just like
Batson.
Yeah, exactly.
Barbalian, he's sent to Earth by the Martians. Basically, he to scout essentially.
I don't know who Walkie Talkie would be.
I don't know. There's lots. You just pick a robot.
Yeah, just any other robot character.
So it's not a bad book. If you got nothing else to read it.
Yeah,
but it's not anything that blew me away necessarily.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I agree. All right, we're going to move on to our next one, which I think we both liked a lot more. Old Man Hawkeye.
Yep.
Was created in March of 2018, and it's Marvel.
Yeah. And this was the prequel, actually, to Old Man Logan, which was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. The superheroes have fallen. The villains have divided up the country, yet Clint...
It's okay.
Oh, my God.
It happens.
Yet Clint Barton still lives. The former Hawkeye is going blind, but there's one last thing he wants to see, revenge for his fallen comrades in arms, and he's setting what sights he has left on some fearsome foes.
It's okay. We got the explicit setting, so it's fine.
Yeah, Clint Barton.
Oh, man. It was written by Ethan Sachs. He did Star Wars Bounty Hunters, The Weapon. Illustrated by Marco Checchetto, yes.
Checchetto, yeah.
Devil's Reign, Daredevil, Fantastic Four, Carnage, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, the art is really good.
Yeah, the art in this one was fantastic. Characters, I mean, we got Clint Barton as an old man.
Yep.
We got Kate Bishop as an old lady.
Yeah.
And then also Bullseye, who's also old.
Yeah, everybody's old as shit.
Yeah.
So this one is amazing. It starts out, Hawkeye, like it says, Hawkeye wants to get his revenge.
Yes.
The problem is like as the story goes along, was this 10 issues?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's still on sale too.
Yeah, it is.
But as the story progresses, his vision gets worse and worse. But it's really cool, like the characters he sees along the way.
Yeah,
to see,
it
like
is.
what they've become.
Yep.
Not all of them are great. I should say the other character in here is the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
So he's shit goes down.
Yeah, he's seeking them out.
Yes,
he's seeking out the Thunderbolts.
He's not seeking them out to have a little talk.
No,
no,
he definitely is not.
No, he's definitely pissed off.
Yeah,
so
and like you were saying, how the characters have become, it really fits the whole situation. How much they like all the characters that come, how much they've changed, or how much they haven't changed.
Yeah, it depends on who it is.
Yeah, it really does.
Bullseye's in there, and he is phenomenal.
Yes.
I
liked his character a lot.
He just tears shit up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was really. I really liked him in there, like the way they portrayed him.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get some character. Obviously, the Thunderbolts are in there. You'll get Hawkeye's daughter is in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
He kind of flashes back to Nat, the death of Nat, the Black Widow.
Yeah.
So I mean that's in there within the first couple of pages, so that's not like a spoiler.
Old Man Logan's in there for a bit, obviously.
Yeah. Lots of characters that are, I feel like, fly under the radar.
Yeah.
For me personally, Bullseye's not like an. I guess it depends on who you ask. He could be like an A-lister, but for most part, I don't see him as one.
Yeah, I don't either.
Venom's in here.
Yeah, Venom makes an appearance.
And then the ultimate bad guy in the entire like Old Man universe is fuck's his name? Red
Skull?
Yeah,
Red Skull, yeah.
Yeah. So
all
the heroes are dead. Mm-hmm. It's literally just Hawkeye left.
Yeah.
And if there are any heroes left, they're in hiding.
Yeah, they're in hiding. They're like trying to keep. Yeah, they're trying to keep their heads down.
Yeah. The villains have literally taken over.
Yeah.
So I mean, the artwork is beautiful. The panels are beautiful. This one is definitely worth whatever price.
Yeah, I mean the art. Stuck out. So like I was like every single panel was incredible.
Yeah. I mean it almost slows you down. In fact, it does slow you down because you want to look at every facial expression.
Yeah.
Because
even as they're not very long, and even as I was reading, I was like, oh, I'm only on that page. But then I realized, it's because I'm admiring the artwork because it just looks so good.
Yeah, and it goes through his revenge story through each Thunderbolt, and they do a really good job. It never feels forced. It never feels boring.
No.
There's always something exciting.
Yeah, and we said it calls back to the past, but it does a good job of it doesn't like go like it's not like too much in the past or too much in the present. I think there's a good balance.
Yeah, and each Thunderbolt deals with his revenge differently. Most of them know he's coming.
Yeah.
Some of them accept it, not necessarily willingly, but they know he's coming and they get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they understand his reasons.
Where some of the other ones are remorseful and obviously they feel bad.
Yeah.
But they had their motives, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, you fucked me over, I'm going to come get you. They do a really good job, like you said, of saying, this is why this
exactly
went down and things like that. So.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is really well written. There's nothing that's like, oh, well, like there's nothing that feels like they just kind of threw that in there to make it make sense.
And with each issue and literally each panel, it feels like Hawkeye's on the edge of death.
Oh yeah,
like dude,
he's not.
You're not that great anymore.
Exactly. You can tell he's struggling.
Yeah, Taskmaster's in there too.
Yeah, he makes an appearance. You mentioned Venom.
Yeah, Baron von Zemo is in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean the characters in here. There's just so many of them.
Yeah, it's I didn't expect to see so many characters in it. I thought it'd be more like Old Man Logan, where it showed some, but like it wasn't the actual characters.
Right.
Like in Old Man Logan, we get the Ghost Riders.
Yeah,
but I don't think we actually see Ghost Rider himself.
You get the Venomites, I guess. So there's
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs.
Yeah, there's dinosaurs in there.
But it all works. It's not like, oh, this is dumb as shit. And there's a couple of flashbacks and they're great because Hawkeye doesn't see any of this coming.
No, he doesn't.
You know, things that happen to him.
Yeah.
And
none of them really do, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, these panels right here.
Yeah, and some of the things that happened, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
like in the flashbacks?
Yeah.
I was like, how in the world? So.
Yeah. And again, these connect it over into Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
So having read both of them, if someone was listening to this, and because this is really, really high up there on the recommendations.
Yes.
You may not know who the Thunderbolts are, but you can still read it. And
yeah,
be okay.
I think so.
Would you start with Old Man Hawkeye and then go to Logan, or would you do it the order that we did it, Logan then Hawkeye?
I think I'd do Hawkeye then Logan.
Yeah.
Honestly, because whenever because I told you I reread Logan,
yeah.
it's because when I got done reading this, I wanted more of this universe.
Yeah.
And then that's why I went back and read Logan.
Yeah,
so.
I think. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with either way, but that might.
Because chronologically, or I guess Logan did come out first, and then this came out. So
I think if you read Old Man Hawkeye, and then went into Old Man Logan, there would be more emotion.
I think so, and
more to lose essentially if you read in that order.
Yeah,
we already talked about Old Man Logan. They're pretty much partners in that entire series.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like. Well, I guess what happens in Old Man Logan, it feels more, what's the word? Not justified. I can't think of the word, but.
Yeah. They're great.
Yeah.
I mean, I give them both 10 out of 10.
Yeah, same
artwork, story, pacing, it's all 10s.
Yeah.
So
I really want more of this universe, honestly, the Wasteland or whatever they call it.
Yeah, and so I think Old Man Quill is connected.
Yeah, I think so.
And I've already bought that, so I just need to read it, But yeah, this universe is great. I mean, because it literally feels like the heroes are like, dude, you're fucked.
Yeah, they're on edge.
Luck.
Like, there's
and there's no winning.
Yeah,
there's no possible way for them to win. They can just kind of manage their lives and go out into the distance.
Exactly. Another thing I also liked is the way everything happened. It didn't seem because like the villains banded together. That's how all this happened. That's the whole thing, and the way that they showed, because I think they go more in depth into this one than they would with the
how they went about getting rid of some
it made sense, like the way, like how they defeated all these people and who they used, what they used, so it all made sense. It wasn't like it didn't feel like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, and they're definitely they're worth rereading too.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth your time. I would spend the money. It's worth it. Honestly, I would get these in a trade paperback form.
Yeah, I actually kind of want to buy.
Yeah, that way you can just have them.
Yeah, I want physical copies of these, honestly.
I got mine digitally. I just like reading before I go to bed, so it's nice. But yeah, these would be really nice to have a tangible copy.
Yeah, because just the artwork is just so amazing in here.
Or if you wanted to buy the single issues, that'd be dope too.
Yeah.
Man, Bullseye was so cool in here.
Yeah, Bullseye really
is almost unstoppable.
Yeah. He was, man, watching him go to work was just incredible.
Yeah. I mean, they sent everything at him, and he was ready for it.
Yeah.
So, definitely pick that one up, I think.
I would agree.
It's one of my favorites. And I'm not a big Marvel guy, but this is phenomenal.
Yeah, this is a fun comic.
I would say it's perfect.
Yeah.
Honestly. So those are the two books we read. Again, we got sick, so we didn't really feel like reading it. I got strep with flu symptoms.
Yeah.
So I did all these tests, COVID and flu, and they all came back negative. So it was, I felt like ass.
Yeah.
I
would
really
imagine.
Feel like reading.
Strep is not fun.
I'd never had it before.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't really feel like reading much, so I just read.
I had it when I was a kid or a teenager. It was horrible. I can't imagine having it now.
Yeah. Well, and then I got my little boy and then Lacey, they got it. So So as I was getting over it, they were just going into it. So switched. I was taking care of everybody, and so not fun. I didn't feel like reading anything, which is weird to me. So
that's understandable though.
Yeah.
But that's all we do. That's all we read. We're gonna go into some other stuff. Yeah. We got a couple comic movies coming out. The big one is Spider-Man: No Way Home. Yeah. So I was supposed to be gone, so I didn't get tickets. So I'm gonna have to wait a couple days.
Is it sold out?
I haven't checked. I imagine it is. even for our town
Yeah, I mean, we typically what town?
or our
Oklahoma
city.
City's fucking
Our
huge.
city.
Yeah, so Lacey and I are gonna go. We typically go as like a group,
Yeah,
but you weren't gonna be.
yeah.
here,
I was
so
supposed to be
like,
out,
I'll just go.
but
with
then
my
I
wife.
canceled my trip.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna wait because I'm pretty sure there'll be spoilers.
Yeah.
Like, and typically I don't care about spoilers.
Yeah.
I really don't. But this one,
This
it's
time
like,
I do, and like I was like, I'm okay with waiting because I was supposed to be in Hawaii. I was like, I'm not gonna be checking my phone while I'm over there,
Right.
so I wasn't too worried about it. But now I'll probably try and go like probably Friday or Saturday or something.
Yeah.
But I'll still do my
That might
best.
even still be too late.
Yeah, I haven't even checked.
I might text him like, bro.
Just don't text me that because I can do a pretty good job of staying off the social stuff when I want to.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can catch something by Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I have a friend in Trinidad and Tobago. He was like, bro, get your tickets. And I had forgot. I was just going to go the day of.
Yeah.
'cause, you know, our theaters show so many showings and stuff like that.
But yeah,
Like,
you were like, yeah, they're sold
I
out
was-
everywhere.
I was like, yeah, I'll just get it, whatever. So we got ours is at the Cine Capri,
Yeah,
which we used to go to all the time.
yeah, we did.
So, and then VCAS is like, oh, IMAX,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And for me, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I will say the Cine Capri has the better sound system, right?
it does. It has a Dolby Atmos.
And it's a bigger screen.
Yeah, it's a bigger screen.
So I mean, okay, I love sound.
Yeah.
and
If it's
I
not
already
shot,
have
if it's not
glasses,
shot at
yeah.
IMAX, which I don't think this really is,
Mm,
I'd go Cine Capri honestly.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
we
for
need to
for
get back into that.
yeah for to get the full effect of IMAX, it's got to be shot in IMAX. So
Yeah, so at our Cine Capri, like the manager comes out and talks to like the crowd,
Yeah,
right? And then
I
he
love
rolls
it.
back the fucking curtains.
Yep.
It feels like an actual
yeah, it feels like an
old
experience.
school. Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
it's really fun.
So yeah, ours is like at 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay. Oh, so you got the first.
Yeah,
You're like, boom.
yeah, because motherfuckers play too much.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Yeah.
Any other movie, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, if Andrew Garfield's in it and
Yeah.
it's like epic, which it should be, then because that's my favorite Spider-Man. I don't know. I think it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be a good one, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be record breaking.
I think so.
Even with, we
Yeah.
don't want to get political, but even with the virus and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that,
think so.
I think people are gonna be like, "Fuck it, dude."
I think enough people want to watch it to where they're gonna
Yeah,
go.
They'll
and
risk
watch
it for the biscuit.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Jamie Foxx. I mean, he was awesome as Electro.
Yes, I
and
loved him as
now-
Electro.
Yeah, and now like his suit is more like the comics, you
Yep.
know. And I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you got Doc Ock coming back.
Yep.
One of
Hello,
my favorite
Peter.
villains.
Hello, Peter.
Yes. So that's
Yeah.
good. And then
I saw a meme. It was like when Doc Ock sees Tom Holland's Aunt May.
yeah.
So, and that's another thing. Like with meme culture,
Yeah.
like give it a week, and this shit will.
yeah, this is gonna be
spoilers will
everywhere, yeah.
It's inevitable because
Yeah.
it's such a big ticket thing.
Mhm.
It's the first big, like you had Black Widow, but nobody really cared.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi was amazing.
Yeah.
But
this
he's still like a B or C list.
Yeah.
character.
This is fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
you go Batman,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Superman,
Yeah.
probably in that order.
Yeah, I think so.
And then
Like-
Wonder Woman at 4
Yeah.
or whatever. And it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
So-
Spider-Man's a fan favorite. So
And then you throw in Doctor Strange.
yeah, you
Yeah.
got him. Like, a lot of people love him.
Yeah. So
And then-
I
then-
think this will please comic readers
Yeah.
and because there's a lot of people that love the movies. They don't
Yeah.
really want to read comics,
Exactly.
but they love the MCU.
Yeah.
And this is going to be.
And
Okay, so we know what happens in like the multiverse, and we
Yeah,
know how
exactly.
that comes about, and yeah, there's multiple Spider-Man and things like that. But for the normal person,
Yeah,
you know what
this
I mean?
is a
Like,
whole new thing. Like
that just watches
like it's
MC
like
movies.
like whenever when we discovered it in comics, like
Mhm.
that's what they're going through now in the movies.
Yeah,
It's like, oh, there's
Yeah.
multiple Spider-Man and all this other cool stuff. Like
Yeah.
you said.
the
then-
villains are going to be really cool.
Yeah, and the fact that they're bringing back the old villains and the same actors who played them
Yeah.
is another thing that's I know it's got people crazy because I know a lot of people liked Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and were really disappointed they never got a third one.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
He was going to get his ass beat.
Yeah.
It was going to be awesome.
Yes.
I saw another meme. It was like Tobey Maguire. They're like sitting on the bus. Tobey Maguire's got his Mary Jane still alive.
Yeah.
Tom
Tom
Holland's
Holland's got
still out,
his.
and then fucking
Yeah,
Andrew's just sitting
Andrew's
there by
like,
himself.
yeah.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah. And man, I wanted to see that third one so bad
Yeah.
with the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
That would have been freaking epic.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You never know. Maybe
Yeah.
we still do get it. Maybe
Yeah.
Sony. Maybe the movie goes through because Sony still has Spider-Man rights, I believe.
Yeah, they do.
And you could do a whole episode on that. But without Sony, do we get the MCU? Is it what does it look like?
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Spider-Man
would have been number one.
Yeah.
And the first couple of MCU movies were not great.
No.
So I mean, I didn't watch MCU movies. Like I didn't watch the first Thor, the second Thor.
I watched them as I was going
Iron
coming up.
Man, but I skipped a lot of them. But again, I'm not a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
I was still reading comics, but I was like,
I watched them because at the time I was watching the animated series of Avengers.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, they're making actual movies about this shit?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like going and watching them.
Yeah.
I wasn't really reading any of the comics. I might have been reading like Hulk.
Yeah. And it still was kind of taboo. Like I think maybe Iron Man 2 is when it finally exploded.
Yeah, Iron Man 2 is when it picked up.
Yeah.
Because the
everybody was
first
like,
Iron Man
"Yes,
was
shit."
good. It was really it was one of the I think one of the better ones, obviously. But yeah, the first Thor was okay. Like I think at the time I was like, oh, this is awesome. But then like later on,
back,
after Iron Man 2 came out, it was like, well, Thor was garbage.
And then you had Age of Ultron was okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Avengers was okay.
Yeah, even the first Captain America wasn't very good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I
liked it, but I felt like Winter Soldier was
amazing.
incredible. Like,
but I think the one that really set it off and made it popular is honestly probably Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think so.
Like that was just a movie that was for everybody, basically.
Yeah, it was that movie was so much. I think that's when it started like kind of tipping the other way, where you have all these people who weren't really into this,
right,
are now being pulled into this, and then you had a bunch of people go back and watch everything that was released up into that point.
Yeah,
and you got the Guardians in there, and then because Winter Soldier. Because I was actually kind of disappointed in the first Captain. Like at the time, I was like, "Oh, this is good."
Yeah.
But then the other ones came out, and I was like, "Man, that could have been way better." That's all Winter Soldier, and I was like, "That is Captain America."
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the Captain America I know from like the comics and the show and everything.
Yeah, I mean that was 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I remember seeing it with Zach and Kaylee. It was a weird group.
Oh yeah, that is a weird group.
Yeah,
I remember Vikas went and saw it in theater twice. Fell asleep both times.
Oh,
I don't think.
How?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
He didn't watch it fully until me and him saw it together at like my house or his house or something. We watched it. Yeah,
that's a travesty.
I think at the time he used to work super late or something. So he's like, and the only time he would get to go is right after work. And then both times he went right after work and he just fell asleep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's all personal favorite or personal opinion, but I really do believe Guardians of the Galaxy was like the one for everybody.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier was like for the comic book fan, like the purist, right?
Oh yeah.
And then Endgame and Infinity War, those were just groundbreaking. Yeah. So, and they set the bar really high.
They did.
I still haven't seen Black Widow yet. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it was very okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel like it was one of those films they threw in there because they never gave her a movie.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, let's.
Yeah. Now, I will say Shang-Chi was really good, and it's flown under the radar.
Yeah, it was very good.
Doctor Strange was good. I don't know that was loved by everyone necessarily.
I liked it because I just love Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Whenever I saw the trailer for that, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I was really excited.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think Guardians was the one. Because then I feel like, thinking back, that's when everyone that's when like it kind of exploded in popularity.
Yeah. And the Eternals was like slightly above okay. It was good, I guess. But what they're doing is they're just setting up. Yeah,
they're trying to set up the next phase. So yeah, it's going to be a hit and miss. I mean, if you think about it, if you go back to the early Marvel movies, like, is it really that much worse than those? I feel like it isn't.
No.
Like, I'm thinking, first Iron Man, first Captain America, first Thor, Hulk.
Hulk's one, right?
Yeah, Hulk. Hulk was one of my more of my favorite ones out of those first ones, just because I love Hulk so much.
Yeah.
But
so.
Yeah. So I'm excited for the next phases.
Yeah. And then Thor Ragnarok was big too.
Oh yeah, Thor Ragnarok was incredible.
I'm excited for Spider-Man. Like I said, I had to get the tickets.
Yeah.
So it's just Lacey and I going, just me and my wife.
That'd be good.
And
be fun.
Yeah, but normally we go with like how many people?
Yeah, we go with
like
a
15,
bunch of people.
16
we roll deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually get like, because usually sometimes we'll go, it just depends.
Yeah.
I think if we had it done at this time, I think we all probably would have chosen Cine Capri. But usually we go to Tinseltown and we take up damn near the whole row.
Yeah. Do you remember when we went and saw, was it Endgame or Infinity War where Donna spilt his fucking drink and they had to like they shut down 2 aisles.
That was Infinity War because Endgame we were higher up.
Yeah.
Infinity War we were kind of lower down.
They shut down 2 rows to mop up his shit and we're just sitting there.
Yeah, because it was my drink and I put it in my seat and I was like, oh, let me go use the restroom. And I don't know what he did when I was gone because he came back and he put my drink. I was like, "What are you touching my drink for?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's spilled." Like, and he went and got me a refill.
Yeah,
and then
it was a big ass drink too.
Yeah, it was huge, and because it had like it had like Hulks. It had a Hulk on top of it, like on top of the thing. But and then actually, I think was it me and you who went and watched it the night before together?
Yeah, maybe.
I think we did. I think we
so.
did, and then we would watch it again with everyone else.
Yeah, but the point is like we take a big group, like whether people watch comics or not.
Yeah, it's usually a lot of people.
We've got a pretty big movie going group.
Yeah,
this one was just it was always gonna be hard. Once they did like the commercials for like, oh, you can buy your tickets on Spider-Man Monday or whatever.
Yeah, it was gonna be difficult.
It was gonna be hard.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna end up watching it, but yeah, it's not the typical.
But for like 15 of us to go, that would have been so hard.
Yeah, that would have been
Just because I looked.
I was surprised we were able to pull off Infinity War and Endgame, honestly.
Yeah.
I think, but those, like, I think we went
the next day on Endgame.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we did.
So,
but it wasn't as bad. Like, spoilers weren't as bad as they were now. Like, now they're like, it's out, and there's already a spoiler like 5 minutes later.
No, I did see, like, on Facebook or some, like, I follow, like, a meme page or whatever, and there was, like somebody posted a fucking still, and it was Captain America holding Mjolnir, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Oh,
so that one was ruined for me. But again, I always say this: they say like psychologically, you enjoy it more if you know what's gonna happen. However, I will say that one was kind of bullshit. I was like, "Bro, you couldn't fucking wait like 2 days."
I remember seeing that one. Oh man, what did you say? I think because that was something I've been waiting the entire time for him to do.
Yeah,
one of two things: do that and say Avengers Assemble. I was waiting since the moment they showed him. I was waiting for him to say that, and then me and you were sitting next to each other. I got freaking excited when they started showing the hammer being picked up.
I think we both fucking screamed.
And I think so. And then after the movie, we were walking out. I think we and you rode together, but we all parked near each other. And like I kept talking about the Captain America scene where he picks up the hammer, and you're like, "Yeah, Kaushal's pee-pee got hard when that happened." Oh man, that was a fun night.
Yeah. So, and then our next big movie that we've got coming up, when does that come out?
I think it's March.
Be Batman.
I think it's supposed to be March.
I think it's going to be phenomenal.
Yes, dude, it looks freaking incredible.
I think it's going to be...
Like, when I see it, I was like, that is fucking Batman. Yeah. Like, that is...
It's like a year 1, year 2
Yeah,
blend,
I was like, that's exactly what I think of whenever I see it. It's like a year 1 Batman.
And there'll be some people that are like kind of pissy about Robert Pattinson, but he's actually an excellent,
he's really good
actor.
Yeah, if he's got like a good script and director behind, he's
bro. He's probably been reading so much Batman shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
He probably knows like all the Batman shit.
Yeah,
so
I'm excited.
I mean, like as an actor, what does that feel like? Spider-Man and then Batman. It's like, that's like the pinnacle.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I like how dark it looks. I
love
read
it. It looks so gritty.
Yeah. I read the other day that they're like trying to decide between 2 cuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe that'll be a DC thing. Like, the first cut fucking sucked. Here's the second one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Justice League, the Snyder cut was really, really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
So, but anyway, I'm really excited for Batman.
I can't wait for that one.
Like we said, it's year 2, year 1-ish.
Yeah, it's very early Batman.
Yeah, it's a very angry Bruce Wayne.
Yes,
which in the beginning he is.
Yeah, Yeah, he's very mad. Yeah, he's out for
he's
blood.
He's gonna be breaking people's bones and shit. Like they probably don't have.
There's that one scene in the trailer where they're like shooting at him. He's just walking and punching people in the face.
Yeah, he's just fucking them up.
Yeah. And then that other scene in the trailer where that guy confronts him and he just lays him out.
Yeah.
No questions asked. The guy says something and boom, he's on the floor.
And all the other henchmen are like, holy fuck. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I might. This will be an unpopular opinion. I'm probably more excited for Batman than I am Spider-Man because I know Spider-Man is going to be a great time. It's going to be for everybody.
Yeah.
There'll probably be. There's got to be a weird death. You know, some of the
Yeah, there has to be,
Spider-Men
yeah.
are going to die. Probably, I don't know, but it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But I feel like Batman is going to be the type of movie that you want to watch 3-4 times.
Yes.
And pick up on little things.
I'm with you there. I'm more excited for Batman than I am for Spider-Man.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
I thought it was being cool and shit, but I guess not.
No, honestly, here's the thing. The thing was, when you told me you were going to go watch Spider-Man,
Yeah.
because I knew you were going to watch it, and then I just didn't realize. Like, I was like, I don't know if he's going to go opening night or not. Like, I was going to wait a few weeks to watch it.
Yeah,
but
because
then
you're
you're
going to be in Hawaii.
Yeah, then you're like, I'm going to go opening night. And then even after my Hawaii trip, I was planning to buy tickets for like that Monday after I got back and to go watch it.
Oh, you're fucked. You've
yeah.
already known the whole movie.
Yeah, so I was like, so after you had called me, I was like, okay, let me see what I can get for that Monday. But then the trip got canceled, so I'll probably go like Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in Texas this weekend, so, or else I'd go with you. I don't know. I might go with you again. Maybe we'll do the group thing.
Yeah, we can figure something out.
Again, but, yep, I think that, I don't know which movie will be better.
Yeah.
I think Batman has the bigger potential of being the better movie. Maybe not sales wise, because I don't think anything's, you know, I'm not that big of a movie person. I don't know what No Way Home will do.
Yeah.
I know it'll be the best, the highest selling movie in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
however
probably.
long we've been doing the pandemic.
Yeah.
Whatever. So, yeah, I know it'll break that, and I don't know, man. They're both going to be great, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just a matter of preference. One is going to be fun, mind-blowing, and the other one's going to be dark.
Gritty.
Yeah. And, you know,
they both have their places, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a matter of preference.
So, but
I think they'll both do well.
Yeah.
One, I mean, I feel like Spider-Man's probably going to most likely
from
do
a critic standpoint, I think Batman will probably be the better one.
Yeah, I think so.
And that's typically how DC is anyway.
Yeah.
You know, they stick to their source material really well.
Yes.
And DC's always been darker than Marvel.
Yeah,
right?
it has. Even in the comics.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. You shouldn't be ashamed of liking one more than the other necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But just for the sake of conversation, you know, for me, I'm going to go Batman.
Yeah.
For sure. I will definitely do that one opening night. So.
Yeah. I think the same here.
Yeah.
I really do like Robert Pattinson as an actor. Like,
yeah.
outside of Twilight, he's fantastic.
And you know what, like his size, I think a lot of people have an issue with, but Batman's not always fucking huge.
No. Especially in the beginning.
Yeah. Like in the Arkham Asylum games, he's fucking jacked.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
He's gigantic, yes.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of different Batman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be great. Okay, so if he's not bigger and stronger, he's going to be faster.
Yeah, I think so.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So, and then at the same time, him being smaller, he's going to get his ass beat a lot.
Yeah.
So.
That's true.
But I do like how angry he is.
Yes. He looks like he's
the way he
pissed
drove
off.
That Batmobile.
Yeah. Yeah,
he just
he's
looks like he
pissed.
doesn't give a fuck.
And then who's it, Colin Farrell as a penguin?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even realize that was him until you told me.
Yeah,
I was like, that was Colin Farrell? I just
Yeah.
never looked it up. I don't know why. I just never bothered to look it up.
Yeah, and then Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. That's pretty good casting.
I think so,
like that.
yeah. The casting's pretty good.
And then I haven't read who's playing the Joker, but I don't necessarily think I want.
Yeah, I kind of want it to be a surprise.
Yeah, because in the trailers, his face is covered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess it's like an early Riddler, early Penguin.
Yeah.
And you know there's going to be more of the Rogues Gallery in there.
Definitely.
You know, so, and I don't know if it's going to be like its own universe or.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. I mean, if it's good, just have Batman do his own thing and then have it separate from the DCU or whatever it is. So I like the DCU. I don't really have an issue with it.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know. Well, and then you've got Flashpoint. That can change everything.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Flashpoint.
Yeah, Flashpoint can fuck everything up.
Yes.
And you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
you
because
got free
Michael
reign.
Keaton Batman is supposed to be in Flashpoint, the new movie.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't even tried to hide it. They're like, yeah, here's fucking Michael Keaton.
Yep.
So, yeah, good stuff. I I don't know. Maybe we'll probably discuss it after it comes out.
I think so.
We'll have one more episode this year.
Yeah, we will.
I think. What do we want to do? Like our favorite comics of the year?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Our favorite comics of the year.
Yeah. Maybe we'll ask some of the listeners, or I'll get on Instagram and ask people what their favorite comics of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe like, how do you want to do that? Do you want to do like comics that came out this year, or do you want to do?
I think anything you read this year, honestly.
That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like there's some things that have been out for you, like Old Man Logan
Yeah.
has been out for years, and I just read it.
We fucked up, listeners. And because D'Angelo told me for, I kid you not, a decade or so, or however long, he always told me to write. I was like, I don't know, man.
And some of these comics, because we write these episode summaries, and we put the dates, and I'm like, it's that been out for how long?
Yeah.
And like, I just read them, so.
Yeah, but our show, we wanted to do for beginners.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be that way for like, what, a year?
I think so.
A year and a half or something like that. And then it'll be, the show will evolve, right?
Yeah, it's going to evolve. And we'll probably still say, I mean, I could still see us saying, yeah, this is beginners, this one's not.
Right.
Might not go into as much detail as we do now, but.
Yeah, I mean, we're not perfect. We're not, obviously, we don't own a comic book shop.
No.
Buck would know everything about everything.
Yeah.
And, he'd steer you the right way. But there's, like, Invincible was one that I skipped on. And,
oh, yeah, same here.
Like I said, I read
until the show
in
came
2
out,
weeks.
and then I freaking blasted through it.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. We're not perfect, but we will read stuff, and we'll tell you how we feel about it and if it's worth your time. Because not all of it is worth your time.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like
I feel like the one out of all the shows we've done that is the most hot and cold was definitely Lock and Key.
I think so.
Because depending on who you are as a person or like what you can tolerate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you might be okay. You might love it.
Yeah.
But at the other end, you may hate it.
Yeah, and the show is like so much. Well, it's the same, but it's not nearly as dark.
Yeah.
You could probably watch Lock and Key, the show, with a teenager.
I think so.
Like a 14, 15-year-old.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't
the comic,
wouldn't let a 13 or 14-year-old read the comic.
Yeah, because the comic gets, and it's like, it's so quick too. It just gets dark like really fast.
Yeah. So that was one of the ones that, is definitely hot or cold. It just depends. And that's how comics are. They're not necessarily for everybody. So
yeah, that's true.
But also on this episode, we wanted to just kind of talk about some of the things that we'd already read.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've already read it. Or if you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to be spoilers, so you don't want to
hear them. And
so.
maybe they're not going to be like crazy spoilers, I guess. But, I don't know. One that was really impressive to me that I think everybody that listens should have already read is Sentient.
Yes.
That one was so good. I mean, the AI, like as she progresses, she's got to figure out how to basically be a parent.
Yes.
And
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. And then the kids, I mean, they get older. As kids get older, they want to be rebellious and shit.
Yeah.
And they literally leave the ship.
Yeah. She's like, no, don't. And they go.
And then they meet that crazy old man.
Yeah.
And and I had a feeling, I was like, I don't think he's trying to necessarily hurt them.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely was. Right?
Yeah.
He was scared of
who
they
you find
were.
out. Yeah.
But at the same time, that was like foreboding. It was excellent writing of saying there's someone else out there.
Yeah. It kind of, yeah, exactly. Like, oh shit. Like he's scared for a reason.
Yeah. And then those people show up.
Yeah.
And the kids, they're kids. They don't know whether to believe what they're saying or, so they run into the people that are...
or they're the rebels or whatever.
Yeah, they're like a different political whatever, And, I just thought it was so weird how they wanted to try and take advantage of the kids. Well, obviously for the ship. Right? Yeah. They wanted to get that.
Yeah, their motives. I was like, your motives are kind of fucked up. They're just children.
Yeah, but the AI, it almost... I would say I would go as far as saying that the AI actually cares.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
Had emotions.
Yeah,
right.
Because that AI was.
Yeah.
It was like, no, I'm gonna protect these kids.
Yeah, and she would fuck shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, she would just rip people.
Yeah, she like started ripping people apart and stuff. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was so good. That may be one of my favorites of the year.
Yeah,
and it's an under the radar book.
It definitely is.
How is that not recommended to everyone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Sentient was, for me, 15 out of 10.
Yeah, it was
I just remember telling you, hey, dude,
Yeah.
read this
It
shit
was so good.
right now.
Yeah, that was one of the comics. Yeah, I was leaning forward as I was reading it.
Yeah.
It just got so good. And it was just man, it was really good.
Yeah,
I hope they come out with more.
I mean, for you, they could, I guess.
Yeah. They kind of left it open.
Mm-hmm. For sure. For you, I mean, where did you put it?
In terms of
like just as a rating out of 10.
It was definitely like up there. I would say like a 12,
Yeah.
13 out of 10. It was up there. It was really good.
Yeah.
It was definitely over the 10 mark.
Yeah. For sure. We've read some really interesting concepts. Like Gotham Central was a nice concept.
That was one of the ones that I guess it was one of the things I didn't realize existed. Like I never thought of those things, right? Like
it's an under the radar thing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you got Gotham City, you got Batman, but there are also other crimes that Batman doesn't really deal with. Yeah, I just never thought of that.
And that's a lot with comics too. It's like, you've got.
I mean, I can equate to maybe like the Daily Planet in Superman.
Yeah.
Like they got reporters and stuff reporting on Superman all the time.
Well, you've got comics that are like really good writing, really good all around, but they just don't have the sales.
Yeah.
And this was one of those books.
Yeah, that's what happened. When I was reading about it, it was like they struggled with sales.
Yeah, and then their trade sales were really good though.
Yeah.
They're collected. You know what I mean? So, whether that was I don't know if that concept's going to be any good or
it's like a marketing thing. Who knows?
So.
Like maybe it released around the time something else big was happening in the comic realm.
Yeah.
But whatever the reason, I mean, it ended up being pretty good. They are kind of long, but I really liked the concept of Gotham Central.
Yeah, and then so, Why the Last Man was another one that we read. Oh man,
that was so good.
And I remember telling you years ago, and this is a spoiler.
Yeah, this is a big spoiler. So,
so maybe like fast forward 5 minutes.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
But if you haven't read Why the Last Man, as much as I've told you to, then that's on you.
Yeah, I would skip ahead quite a bit.
But I told you what happens.
Yeah, you told me what happens,
and
I still read it, and I was still just as surprised.
Yeah, I mean that to me is still the biggest twist in comics because 355 the entire time. It felt like she was babysitting Yorick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
But as the story progressed, their feelings grew stronger, not necessarily in a romantic way.
Yeah.
Because Yorick still finds Beth.
Yep.
Right.
And she does.
Yeah, and he gives her the D or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just not the same.
No.
And so. And there's even in one point during the comic where you kind of question 355's sexuality a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
you do.
And then it's revealed that hey, they love each other.
Yeah.
And it's like it's such a touching moment when she reveals that to him. And then that panel, I can still see it in my head. The slight sound or whatever. They draw it in there. I don't remember what the name of the sound, what they called it or whatever. But it's obviously glass breaking slightly. Yeah. In my head, I pictured it more of like a quick and almost silent break because Yorick goes, "What was that?" And then they show 355's head.
Yeah, and she's got
the blood on her forehead, and that's it. She dies. And
I was like, man, even I knew it was coming.
Yeah,
and you told me, I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
When it's yeah, and that to me, still to this day, is one of the biggest twists in comics because in that moment, right, you turn the page. And then you see what's that?
Yeah, it's just like that. Like you have this amazing moment. You're like, oh, finally.
Yeah, or because you don't even see it coming.
Yeah,
that they're gonna confess that to one another.
Yeah, and then it happens, and it's like, okay, they've had this journey.
This is awesome,
and this is great.
I love where this is going.
And then boom.
Yeah,
it just.
Yeah, Brian K. Vaughan was definitely like.
I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah. Watch this.
Hold my beer.
Yeah. But it was such a touching moment. That entire run is still my favorite.
Yeah, it is. It is a really good series.
Because it's like, what would people do if you were the last man?
Yeah.
For us as men, you'd be like, yeah, everybody would want to fuck the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But that's not how it goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
And, there's political struggle, struggle for power.
Like you see it one way, you're like, oh, this is how you think it would be, and then
and he's not even the last man. There were some in space.
Yeah, there's some in space. Yeah,
and they don't make it obviously. It was just so good. You know what I mean? And then the end is kind of it's a bittersweet ending.
Yeah, it is.
Because he's not normal in the head.
No, he's not.
And then there's just basically a bunch of Yorks running around. And he's at the point where he just doesn't care.
Yeah.
And but he remains an escape artist from the beginning to the end.
Yep.
And it's such a good story. If you're still listening, either you don't care about spoilers, which is really cool and progressive of you.
Yeah, it's true.
Or you've already read it. Either way, knowing what we've just said, you should still read it.
Yeah, because I did. Well, at least the 355 stuff, and I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the hell out of it.
And then her real name, they never say it, but there's clues everywhere, and I believe her real name was Peace.
Yeah.
So, which, I mean, it's so beautiful. It's almost, in fact, it's poetic.
Yeah, it is.
What I mean? Such a good,
it's so
good series. Man, we're gonna have a Batman episode.
I think so. There's a lot of Batman stuff.
Yeah, and they don't miss.
No,
so,
everything of Batman's I've read, I've loved.
Yeah, and they're all worth rereading.
I think Batman. I think Batman graphic novels were the first graphic novels I read.
As they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did we do this so far in these episodes?
We had Invincible.
Invincible was great.
That was really good.
That's one of those where your hero gets his ass beat every
yeah.
And not just a little ass.
Yeah,
beat.
he gets fucked up all the time.
And it gets bloodier and more gruesome as it goes on.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those things where reading it, you don't feel just like they say in the show, you're quite vincible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's very ironic.
Yeah. I mean, there's times I'm pretty sure he gets ripped in half at one point.
Yeah, I think so. He gets messed up.
His fucking eyes are always popping out of his head and shit.
Yeah.
So. But he heals a little bit faster.
Yeah, he does.
But the artwork on that, as he's getting his ass beat, is just grand.
Yeah, it's very detailed and you feel it.
Yeah, it's super bloody. And there's body parts and intestines flying everywhere, but it doesn't gross you out.
Yeah, I remember watching the show and people were like, man, this is really gruesome.
Yeah.
And I watched the show first, then I read this and I was like, the show wasn't anything compared to this.
Yeah. Well, I will say the show is more gruesome in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the comic didn't necessarily start out.
Yeah, it kind of progressed to becoming.
Yeah, and whether it was Robert Kirkman, just kind of finding out what kind of story he wanted to write.
Yeah.
Which I think is what happened. And then they took that turn and it got just crazy.
Yeah.
But the characters are all lovable in there. They're all cool.
I liked them all.
They're all original too. I mean, obviously you've got your parody characters that are in there, but you kind of have to have that.
Yeah.
And
then the funny thing is, I think I sent you a text about it. Is it referred to Why the Last Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, because he was because I can't remember his name now. It was in one of the earlier issues.
Yeah.
It was one of the first 50 issues. The guy, he can go through different universes.
Yeah.
He was like, there's this universe where all the guys are dead.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, shit. And I think we were reading Why the Last Man at the same time.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. Invincible is beyond cool. It's a must read.
Yes. 100%.
I feel like if it was your first time ever reading a comic, you'd be okay.
Yeah, I think so.
That would do it for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know. I feel like as a listener, you having these choices to read or what we're kind of recommending, I'm almost jealous of the journey that you get to take.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean? Because the first comic you read, obviously I think mine was probably an Uncanny X-Men in the 90s, right? But you being older and never having read comics, let's say, and you read some of these, it's got to be mind blowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a definite memorable thing.
Memorable,
memorable thing. So
let's put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, it's rememberable. But make sure you cherish it because it is. Once you get hooked, it is amazing.
Oh,
yeah, it's an expensive.
That too, yeah.
It's an expensive and amazing journey. Let me tell you, because especially another great thing is about all this is reading comics is when you see. I think a lot of the ones we have read are going to become shows.
Yes.
So when you see these comics brought to life in like cinema or TV, it's gonna be that much better.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I experience it when I'm watching Marvel movies or anything DC. Like, oh, I know what that means. Like, you get the reference, you understand what's going on, and it just makes the experience that much better.
Yeah. Who the fuck are my Why the Last Man's at?
Did you have him on there?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look for him later. That's concerning. Anyway, what else did we do? We did Stray Dogs is a really good
Stray
one.
Dog, yeah, that was
You can read that in
probably under an hour, honestly.
Yeah.
I think I read the whole thing in 45 minutes, and I read slow.
I read fast. Yeah, I mean, Stray Dogs is really cool because it starts out and you're like, how's this going to be a horror story?
Yeah.
Like, the artwork is like Disney,
Mm-hmm.
classic Disney, and you're like, okay. And then the dude that's got all the dogs, I mean, just such a good job. Like,
Yeah. Because you think it's like, oh, okay, this guy is taking care of dogs who've lost their owners.
Yeah.
And, yeah. That is not the case. I mean, it is the case, but...
Yeah, I mean, let's just talk about it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, spoilers incoming.
Yeah, I mean, the dogs, because the newest one that gets there, she's like, something's not right.
Yeah.
You know? And she picks up a scent, and then that's when she gets like a little, like almost like a tiniest of tiny flashbacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another dog who's like, okay, I'll roll with you, I'll listen to you. And the other dogs are all skeptical, and
they
but
don't believe
essentially,
her.
yeah, the owner, not even the owner, but the guy who's got the dogs is, and it's such a creepy way of doing it. He basically kills the owners and then takes their dogs.
Yes.
Like if somebody killed me and tried to take Nora would fuck that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like Emma.
Yeah, she'd
Emma
just be like,
no. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what's happening?
Yeah. Okay, I live here now.
Yeah. I'm going to lick the air in this house now.
So, I mean, it's such a unique concept.
Yeah.
And so it's truly original.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was
it's
so much fun to read.
And I love the way how the dogs get their memory back when they smell smell something of their previous owners, because that's how the main dog gets it. It says she smells the scarf or whatever.
Yeah.
And she has those memory flashbacks.
Yeah, and the first couple of pages are awesome too, because she's going into like surgery basically.
Yeah.
And she remembers seeing her owner.
Yeah.
And she wakes up, and the guy that's got the dogs, he just seems like normal, like
he
nice
does.
dude.
Yeah,
he treats the dogs well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he takes care of all of them.
Yeah.
And you don't suspect anything until.
Yeah. But they're not allowed to go in this one room.
Yeah.
And then when they start going into the room, it's like,
oh shit.
Yeah. I believe Dylan has my stray dogs.
I think he does. I think because you let him have Southern Bastards, and then you gave him stray dogs.
That back, yeah. Have you read Southern Bastards?
I have not.
I
want to.
It's a football story. It's a really good one. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that one. Yeah, but Stray Dogs, that was so original, so unique.
Yeah, it was
quick read. It was perfect. And there's another one coming out in a couple weeks. It's called Stray Dogs Dog Days.
Yeah.
I don't know what the premise is. I don't know if it's the same dogs.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I haven't really looked into it. But there's supposed to be like 60 variants.
Wow.
First issue, yeah. Yeah, because Stray Dogs, all their variants are horror movies.
Yeah, they are.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
They're also really fucking expensive. But
yes. There's a signed one I saw going for an incredible amount of money.
Yeah. And it's not that old. It's like a year old. Kind of like Something is Killing the Children.
Yeah.
So, but it's 60 variants, man. You know what I mean? I'll pick them up. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't want this next one to be like, if he can replicate that
what
success,
he did,
you know, he could have his own universe. But I don't know how many stories you can come up with.
That's true.
Pertaining dogs and horror.
You have to get super creative, yeah.
Well, unless he does like, if the killer is the main part of the story, right? And there's different types of killers and how the dogs react to it.
Oh yeah, that could be something.
I don't know. I mean, that's why he gets paid the big bucks, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's why he's doing this.
Yeah, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
So, we did Saga. I'm still reading through it, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how much we can say about that.
Yeah. But I got to reread it because I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah. And there's the new the new issue is
51.
coming out in
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, January. Yeah, we're probably here in less than a month, or about a month. About a month.
Yeah. That might be a hard one to get a hold of.
Yeah,
So, I mean, we may need to just go ahead and add that to our pull list.
I think so. Just write it down.
Yeah. And also, I like going to because at New World where we go, you can walk in and he'll have like the 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, or whatever variants. He'll have them on that back wall.
Yeah, he will.
So, if you get there early enough, you can get some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's not. This is a great segue, actually. We've got written down the state of comics.
Yes.
So I guess we can go ahead and
we can go into
roll
that.
into
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
So, do you do timestamps on these?
I do.
Okay, so people can.
Yeah, they can skip around.
Okay.
So like
you
I
just
can
be like spoiler, blah blah spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when I write it down, I put timestamps. So
Okay.
I can tell like I can like the time like the one we just talked about. Say, hey, from here to here,
Yeah.
there are spoilers.
Gotcha. So I forgot what the hell I was saying, but I know I was segueing into the state of comics.
Yeah.
I was saying you can go into New World and get some pretty
good
rare
variants. Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll have it.
Yeah,
perfectly
they're sitting
priced.
back there. Yeah.
Yeah, and but everywhere else, that's not necessarily the case. The state of comics right now, as far as like a consumer standpoint, right? We'll start there. It's a lot of reselling.
It is.
Like most things are, like sneakers, Jordans, Yeezys, whatever it is, even like PlayStation 5s or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's becoming a speculation market, essentially.
It is.
So, I like buying variants because I think they're cool.
Same here. I like the artwork, honestly.
Yeah,
That's why I'm buying them.
If I get one that can buy me a car later, great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fantastic. If not, it's whatever.
Yeah. So, like the first appearance of Harley Quinn, it sells for like 1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Something is worth what someone is willing to pay.
Exactly.
Now, when it gets to the point where like, oh man, I really like that, I missed out on it, or it was sold out, and then somebody's marked up the price by like hundreds of dollars or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then that's not necessarily fun.
It really isn't.
But it's 2021, and that's
it is the way it is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I bought the first couple appearances of Punchline, and I paid top dollar for them.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they're like 9/8, and those will continue to go up.
Yeah.
And then so a lot of the speculation too is, and you'll see it in apps and stuff. Here was the market price for this 10 days ago or yesterday, which is fine, but are people buying comics to read them or resell them?
Exactly.
You
That's
know what I
my
mean?
thing. Yeah. It's like, are you actually reading them, or are you just trying to make a quick buck?
Yeah, I mean,
kind of
to
thing.
each their own, but that is the state of comics currently.
Yeah.
There's so many variants, which isn't a bad thing. I like variants.
I do too.
I like when a writer's like, all right, here's our artist, and they can just reach out and be like, hey man, do you want to do a variant for me? Because there's a lot of local artists too that will do one for like their shop that's in that town.
Yeah.
There's David Sanchez in Dallas. He does some. You know what I mean? And his are really good. So a lot of times it's cool because that's how artists can get into the industry is by doing covers. Yeah. So I love variants. I like the idea of them. I like collecting them.
Same here. I mean,
I just don't know that I appreciate the person that buys them solely to resell them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you because, like, I know obviously the artist isn't making a variant to do that. Like, they're like, oh man, someone's gonna buy this, and then they're gonna resell it for incredible amounts of money. Like,
yeah, and
because what benefit is that to them?
Yeah.
If anything, that kind of makes their like work less known because maybe someone will take it and kind of hide it away, and like it's like, oh well, this is gonna be worth some money. So
well, and it's just the artist isn't making more money off of those resales.
Exactly.
They're probably getting more notoriety.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. You can look at it either way, but that is the current state of comics. Now, for our listeners, our point is for you to read the stories.
Yeah.
We post like, okay, we bought this comic and that comic. It's pretty rare. Or it looks cool. But for you is like, because I just have our listeners in my head as just or our audience, target audience, as normal ass people.
Yeah.
That don't like to resell shit.
Yeah, exactly. Same
so
here.
trades are cool.
Yeah, and most of the stuff we post, we got it because we like it. Like, oh, I want that because either I like the story or I like the cover,
or this story meant a lot to
yeah,
me.
I really enjoyed that story, or we really like the authors on it or something.
Yeah,
we're not necessarily buying it to resell it.
Yeah, I have some valuable comics to me that are valuable. I think the most valuable one I have those. First appearance of Red Hood.
Yeah, I think
that's
so.
like a 9.6. Yours is, I think mine's a little bit more valuable than yours actually, which is insane to me.
Yeah,
but you have like a 9.8 Killing Joke. Yeah, right. But the story is amazing.
Yeah, I love that story,
and that's for you.
Yeah,
right. It's not
like I saw it there, and honestly, I think we looked it up real quick, and it was pretty reasonably priced, honestly, based off what we're seeing. I was like, I'm just gonna get it because if I don't get it now,
who did you buy it from?
I can't remember her name. Yeah, she had the.
Was it the one that gave Donis the fucking bags?
I think so. Yes.
So that's Jennifer. I still talk to her.
Yeah, she sold it to me, and she had commissioned it for someone.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say she typically doesn't have like high priced things like that.
Yeah, she commissioned it for someone, and when I posted it in the Facebook group we're in, and that he saw it, and I said some things about it, and he was like, "Well, I'm glad it's going to someone who's gonna appreciate it."
Yeah.
Or she saw it. I can't remember.
Yeah. So like, if they make a Killing Joke movie, that's gonna skyrocket. Yeah, and that's how some people buy their comics. They're like, and that's how they'll sell them too. Yeah. Like Moon Knight #1, you'll see it on eBay. New series coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. So
that Killing Joke, I'm probably just gonna put on display forever, honestly, because I just love.
They
that
say
cover.
not to put the ones that are in the case, the CGC or CBCS case. They say to avoid like light.
Yeah, light. Yeah.
So I mean, you can display it. Just make sure it's away.
I probably wouldn't display it here because it gets hot as shit in this room.
So, and you can always have them recased. Yeah. But that's the state of comics as a consumer. You know what I mean? As a seller, I have not ventured.
I haven't either.
There. And I don't really plan
I don't know if
on
I'm going to.
You know, if something ever comes up, then sure.
Because I'm trying to think of everything I bought, and I bought them all because I've wanted them. Like Nice House on the Lake, the #1s. Like we didn't get it. I think by the time we picked up, the third printing was already out. I was like, I want the first printing of that thing.
Yeah, I bought it and I was like, dude, you got to read this.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, you picked it up and you're like, you need to check out this comic now.
Yeah. So fucking good.
Yeah.
So the state of comics as far as like stories and authors go, I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I mean?
I think it's going in a good direction, honestly.
Yeah, and there's more inclusivity.
Yeah.
They're trying to be more inclusive to genders, race, which is fine.
Yeah, which is a good thing, yeah.
Some of it feels forced. A lot of it doesn't. So as a reader, you can kind of tell. But, I do like that. It gives different dynamics to your storytelling.
Yeah, it opens up the kind of diversity of the entire thing.
Yeah, there's comics for everybody. There's dark comics. There's slice of life, essentially.
And I feel like there's a lot more. There are different types of stories being told now too. Yeah, like before, I felt like it was more superhero heavy, and now I feel like they're more unique stories, like Nice House on the Lake. Yeah, something is killing the children.
and there's still like power elements to it, things like that. But they're just so creative. Yeah, Tom King, James Tynion, Tom Taylor, you could probably put in there. Anything Brian K. Vaughan does, they're on top of the world right now, and they're just. I'm pretty sure DC and Marvel are giving them each like free reign.
I think so. Yeah. They're like, you've kind of proven yourself. Let's see what you can really do.
Yeah. So, I mean, that works for everybody, giving them creative reign. Yeah. There's new characters coming in all the time, which is really hard to do.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But, I mean...
Especially when you have such loved, well-established characters already. Yeah. But they do a good job with it.
Yeah. And we've said this so many times, like, Hollywood's running out of ideas. They're coming to comics.
They are, yeah.
Oblivion Song, they're getting a movie. Yeah. Gyllenhaal, I think, is doing it. Sandra Bullock's doing one. I can't remember which one she's doing.
Oh, yeah. I read about that the other day.
But it's comics are in a great place right now.
Yes.
So
I think it's a great time to get into it.
Yeah.
Some
of the newer comics, It really just depends. There's a lot of freestanding stories that you can read and be just fine, like A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. That one's really good.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
But some of the superhero comics, you might have to ask around on how to get into it.
Yeah.
Or just, read the classics.
Yeah, exactly.
It just...
Yeah, because sometimes there's certain things you need to know
Yeah.
to read it. And like if you don't know, it'd be confusing.
Yeah, like when we do a Batman episode, that's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, we're going to have to
It's going to
actually...
be a long-ass episode.
Yeah,
It might be a 2-part thing.
Yeah, it might be.
I feel that comics today are pretty easy for people to get into. There's whatever kind of story you want, you can find it.
Yeah, and I feel like the comic community is also very welcoming.
I do too.
Like they always want to help out. They always want more people.
Now,
to,
resellers maybe not.
Yeah,
but
like you go to your like local comic book store
if it's a good one.
If it's a good one, which I feel like are most of them, especially the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Like you'll find some good help there.
I live and die by New World though.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, even his employees.
Buck has gotten me into some, and their employees have gotten me into some really good stories.
Yeah, yeah. You can just tell them what you like, what you're into, and they'll be like, "Try this."
Yeah,
and most of the time it works.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff we're reading for you guys has not been recommended to us. The only one that has is Sentient.
Yeah,
that one was recommended, and damn, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the stuff, either one of us finds.
Yeah,
we came across it.
Yeah, so and DC's doing this thing, DC Black Label, where they'll say like book 1 of 12 or 10 or 5 or 6. Yeah. So you know how many issues that's going to have, and you can pick it up and read it if you want. You know what I mean? It's not going to
be like a super long thing.
Yeah, yeah, they're contained-ish runs, right? So. Yeah, the only one that I don't really like right now is X-Men. They're doing some weird stuff that I'm like, it's kind of boring. Yeah. It's a lot of time travel stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, it just depends on what you're into, but there's all kinds of different books that you can get into. If you're whatever you're in the mood for, you can find something. So, and then Comixology has that thing where like new to comics, start here. And some of them are like, okay, like what do they got? They got Heartbreak Soup, Bone, Lumberjanes, Fables is pretty good.
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim is a fun read. So that actually reads just like the movie.
Yeah.
Like
it's awesome.
Frame for frame. Yeah. I don't really read a lot of manga, but they have some of that in here. Monsters.
I heard some stuff about Sandman. I don't know.
Sandman. I'm reading through it. That's not for beginners.
Okay. At
all, because the panels are weird. You're like, where the fuck do I read next? You know what I mean? Hellboy, Giant Days, like there's all kinds in here. Invincible, Black Panther, Umbrella Academy. A lot of these you've already seen on TV and stuff, and they have that section too, as seen on TV and film or whatever. So, I mean, whatever you want, man, it's there.
Yeah,
they got fucking James Bond, Buffy the Vampire.
Yeah, they got all sorts of things.
Preacher, Walking Dead. Fireflies in here, Vader's in here, Star Wars, whatever you're into, it's in here.
Yeah, there's a comic for it.
Yeah,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
The Long Halloween, is phenomenal. I've not ever read a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I've read a few.
Comic. I don't know, it's just not my.
They're pretty good.
Not my cup of tea necessarily. So, they're Southern bastards.
Oh,
cool. Yeah. I really like DC Black Label, the paper quality.
Yeah, it's like it's some high quality stuff.
Yeah, some high quality shit. I don't get that from Marvel.
No.
So,
Yeah.
Take
and
that
it feels like it makes the art look better too, because it's on
pops.
like it's on high quality paper.
Yeah, I leave fingerprints and shit on it, but who fucking cares? In regards to the state of comics, writing is in good hands. Artwork is
there's
phenomenal.
Some incredible talent out there right now.
I mean, either way, support your local comic book shop. If you're reading a new series, or it's like I said, the DC 1 of 10 or whatever, I would go ahead and buy them from your local.
Yeah, because they're gonna have them. And most likely they'll hold it for you too.
Yeah, and some of them, even if you just buy like number ones, they'll hold their value. Or, whatever you want to do. But if you want to buy digital, that's fine too. That's easier because comics take up a lot of space.
Yeah, they do take up a lot of room.
I mean, even your trades will add up.
Yeah.
You've still got space.
I got space, yeah. And then,
Yeah.
but I bought a box
Yeah.
not very long ago, and it's almost already full.
Yeah.
And I'm not I'm not even like out there buying single issues all the time.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think I'm up to like I think I'm up to like 3 long boxes, 2 short boxes. Yeah. So, yeah, I like omnibuses too. So, and that's a collected run essentially, and they're big, but they're really nice to display.
Yeah.
And, it all just depends on what you want to do. Don't let anybody say, "Oh, single issues is the way to go because they hold value or do this or that."
Yeah,
exactly. Whatever you want to do. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's all we've got, right? Was there
I think
else?
so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
We got our What Are You Reading this weekend?
Yeah. So,
honestly, I'll probably finish off Paper Girls,
and
then I picked up The Human Target where Cliff Chang did the art.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
got
like
it up
it?
there. Huh?
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought it. Well, I was talking. I went over there to get something else, and Buck was there, and we started talking about the new. This was several weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
The new Human Target, and he was like, "Oh, we got this one where Cliff Chang, because Cliff Chang came up, and
Yeah.
he's like, you check this one out."
Yeah.
So
I think I'm gonna read Sweet Tooth, Old Man Quill. For the episode, we're gonna do Old God.
yes,
Or Last God. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Last God. I picked up a couple of trades not too long ago that are. Like, I picked up like Blue Beetle
Oh, okay,
because that's like the Hispanic character right now, I guess. What other trade did I get? I picked up a really kind of out there one. It's called like the 7. I don't remember what it's called, but I've got that Sean Murphy Batman.
Oh yeah.
The I guess I can't say it because it's kind of a spoiler. But the
Yeah.
one where the Joker goes crazy.
Yeah.
Or no, he goes sane. I'm sorry.
Yes.
He's a normal ass dude, and the city gets behind him. Or
Yeah.
whatever. There's a second one to that, and I have that.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, and I don't remember the last one. That's okay, I guess.
That's fine. Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah,
We're doing
So,
some reading.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all we got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in, listening. Thank you for all the support. Again, apologies for the late episode release, but we still got it out there. So we'll have another one come out Christmas Eve, and that'll be our final one for the year. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. And you can always find us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, pretty much anywhere their podcasts will most likely be there. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at 2B Dudes Comics. Sorry about the confusing handle, but it's what they had. But yeah, we release every other Friday at 8 normally, and then special episodes are also Friday at 8. So, but yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Thank you guys for listening.